that right there is Bandit. This right here is Red, and this is Goldie. Next birds can typically found in Peru, Brazil, Bolivia, and Paraguay. Now here's the ocean part. We have three little macaws. We have blue, azul, and Goldie. So earlier the basketball was blue and azul. Later, gold will have a gold stripe. Now let's see. Your remains are Ectos parrot. Ectos parrots are very unusual for parrot kind. That is because their extreme sexual dimorphism, meaning there's striking visual differences between a male and a female. So red here is a female that's because of her bright. And meanwhile, male Ectos parrot has a bright green colored feathers. So again, if it's red, it's female. If it's green, it's male. Now Ectos parrots can live up to 30 years old. Meanwhile, macaws, Bandit and Goldie, they can live up to 60 to 70 years old. And also guys, did you know that parrots are monogamous? Meaning they will have one partner for their entire lifetime. Awesome na all along. And so that is it for the types of parrots here in Cebu Ocean Park. Once again, our green winged macaw Bandit, our Ectos parrot Red, and our blue winged macaw Goldie. Now, parrots are known to be intelligent and perceptive. That is why we do our best to keep them engaged so they won't get bored. Hey, let's go, Bandit. Now, parrots are intelligent. They can remember even the slightest and smallest detail. They use this skill in the wild to find food and shelter. They can seeds, stones, fruits such as durian, papaya, and rambutan. And they also love worms. There you go, it's on the drive around our mountain green winged macaw Bandit. Now guys, do you think Goldie has the ability to find that hidden object? If you say yes, let me hear you cheer. You can do it, Goldie.
You can do it.
Alright, Goldie, find a hidden object for us. Where could it be? Goldie searching, scanning each shop. There you go, she found it. A round of applause for our second bird, Goldie. And her veils. Now there are 21 species of cactus around the globe, but here in Cebu Ocean Park, we have 3 types of cactus. Now let's meet our sulfur-crested Kakatu Queenie, our umbrella Kakatu Nigel, and our Moluccan Kakatu Snow. So again, I'm gonna get up close and personal with these 3 lovely birds. Okay, so that right there is Snow, this is Queenie, and that is Nigel. Now these birds prefers their habitat along the edges of subtropical and tropical rainforests. Now these birds are primarily white with black beaks with a distinctive sulfur yellow crest, such as their crest, and a yellowish color and underside beak. There are 5. How about the second number? Hey, louder. How about this side? 14. So our equation is 5 plus 14. Now before we call our great mathematician, I'll be shuffling these numbers first. Now the numbers have been shuffled. Let's call our great mathematician, Snow. So once again, our movement kakatu Snow. Alright, Snow, our equation is 5 plus 14. Okay, so it's not ready? Alright, Snow, please solve the equation first. And you pick up the first number, number 1. So is the first number correct? Alright, so complete your answer please up to the second number. There you go, 5 plus 14 is equals to 19. A round of applause for our great mathematician, Snow. Our governing height, kingdom. So governing height is actually known as Callisto rivers. They are found in the Indian subcontinent, Southeast Asia, Australia, and even near the Philippines. In Australia, they are called sea eagles. Philippine serpent eagle and Philippine eagles are two different birds. So Freddy is a Philippine serpent eagle, while a Philippine eagle is 3 times larger than Freddy. The Philippine serpent eagle's scientific name is Philornis molluspilus. They are found in the major islands of the Philippines in the forests and open woodlands. Now this is endemic eagle and this is distinguished by its well-defined spots on their backs and underwing. That's all that is it for Philippine serpent eagle. Ready? Upper right. Upper right. Meaning they always come back to their nest and mate. They have a special sense called magnetoception. This sense allows them to detect Earth's magnetic field to allow them to perceive altitude, location, and direction. And so that is it for raptors and our moving pigeons. So sadly, a lot of animals are struggling in the wild because of pollution. By following the 3 R's, it keeps our environment fresh and clean, it reduces costs, and eliminates environmental pollution. So see, if Bennett can do it, then so can we. So by the way,